Hello everyone, today we're going to do computer, that is chapter 4, Python programming fundamentals. So in this term, Python programming fundamentals, what does it mean? It means we're going to do what are the fundamentals when you're trying to program with Python. So before we go on with this topic, please subscribe, share, like and please do comment. Now let's get started. So, Python programming fundamentals. See, what is a Python program? A Python program, is also known as a script, is a sequence of definitions and commands. These definitions are evaluated and the commands are executed by the Python interpreter, which is known as the Python shell. So, before moving further, we will discuss Python syntax. When you try to program and when you get an error, you will get a syntax error, right? So here's the definition of syntax. Python syntax refers to a set of rules that defines how a user and the system should write and interpret a Python program. If you want to write and run your program in Python, you must familiarize yourself with its syntax, meaning you have to feel familiar when you're trying to use its syntax. You have to know what that syntax will do and if you're using it correctly. So data types are built in Python and hence Python supports dynamic typing. So in Python programming language, data types, as I mentioned before, are inbuilt, and unlike in other object-oriented languages like C++, declaration of variables is not required, and memory management is automatically done by the Python, meaning you don't have to manage the memory, the Python will automatically do itself. Whatever values we assign to the variables, the data type of the variables will be the same as the data type of the value. Hence, it is said that the Python supports dynamic typing. So before talking in detail about variables in Python, we will now discuss the basic elements of Python. What are the things present in Python? So the first thing we're going to do is Python character set. What is a character set? A character set is a set of valid characters recognized by Python. So a character represented by any letter or digit or any other letter, symbols, presents on the keyboard. Python uses traditional ASCII character set. However, the latest version programming recognizes the Unicode character set. The ASCII character set is a subset of the Unicode character set. So what does it support? What are these character sets? We are going to find out. So the types of character set are letters, digits, special symbols, white spaces and other characters. So letters is simple, capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. Digits 0 to 9, not 10 but 0 to 9. Special symbols, and I quote, plus, minus, slash, multiply that star, slash, double star, this bracket, square bracket, curve bracket, slash slash is equal to, exclamation mark is equal to, so on. What all symbols are present in the keyboard or in your key set are all the special symbols. Next we have the white spaces. The white spaces means like black space, tab, that is also can be written as comma, slash t, close bracket, carriage return, new line, form field. Now other characters are all other ASCII, 256 ASCII characters, Unicode ASCII characters. Now we are done with the character set. Let's move on to tokens. So when you hear this name tokens, what do you think tokens actually mean? So in this term, it is the smallest element of a Python script that is meaningful to the interpreter, meaning it is a very special element of that script, that is a Python script, as I mentioned before, which is meaningful, meaning the person can understand and finds it has meaning to the To who? To the interpreter. Each component of a programming statement is referred to as token. So what are the types of token? There are 5 types. It is keyword, punctuator, identifier, operator and literal. So we are going to define each other. First one we have is the keyboard or the keywords. What are the keywords? The reserved word of Python which have a special fixed meaning for the interpreter are called keywords. No keyword can be used as an identifier. What are identifiers? The name of any variable, constant, function or module is known as an identifier. Some of the rules for defining identifiers are: first character of an identifier should start with a character or an underscore, but not with a digit. No special characters are allowed except underscore. Reserved words cannot be used as an identifier. Space is not allowed. Upper and lower case are treated differently. The most commonly used identifier is a variable which is named memory location that contains a value. The value of a variable can be changed depending upon the execution in a program. Now examples of valid identifiers are ABC, X12Y, X12 meaning X12Y, India /123, swap, name, etc. Now examples of invalid identifiers are 12-digit row number, capital ROL, space NO, capital NO, the dot, the name, dollar, pin code, etc. These all are invalid identifiers. Next is literal or constants. What are these? A fixed numeric or a non-numeric value is called a literal. It can be defined as a number text or other data that represents the value that can be stored in variables. They are also known as constants. Python supports the following types of literals. There is string literals, numeric, floating, boolean, collection literals, as well as non-literals. So string literals, for example, A is equal to ABC, B is equal to independence, etc. Next, numeric is like literals for P is equal to 2, A is equal to 1000, etc. Floating, for example, salary is equal to 15,000.00, area is equal to 1.8, etc. Boolean literals are like value is equal to true, value 2 is equal to false, etc. Next, collection literals, meaning list 1 is equal to square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, there has to be comma in between, close bracket, close square bracket, etc. Important note here: string literals like A is equal to ABC, it has to be closed with double quotes. Okay, that quotes ABC double quotes. Next, non-literals. A special literal that indicates the absence of a value or an identifier value. For example, none. So the non-literal means none. Not N-U-N, N-O-N-E. Therefore, literals are data items that have fixed value. Next, we have the operators. The operators are a symbol or a word that performs some kind of operation on given values and returns the result. Examples of operators are plus, minus, double stars, slash, etc. Next, we have the punctuators or the delimiters. There are symbols which can be used as separators of values or to enclose some values. Examples of this are bracket, curve bracket, square bracket, etc. Note, symbol used to insert comments is not considered as a token. This is another hashtag, then you write that. That is not considered as a token. For each token, write its category too. So that's why any comment itself is not a token. Now examples, see, how do you define these categories? Now when you see that token, in which category do they go to? So I'll give you a few examples. So you have to identify the tokens in the script. X is equal to 68, Y is equal to 12, Z is equal to XY, X by Y. So print double quotes x comma y comma z are the dots, close double quotes, comma x comma y comma z close bracket. So here let's see what are the tokens. Here x is given, y is given, print equal to /6812 z, even xy, that print. Now what is there? Those two are separated. So the categories for each are: x is identified as an identifier or a variable, while say x, y, z are identified as an identifier or a variable. Print is identified as a function. Equal to is defined as an operator, slash an operator as well. 6812 and the other this double quotes xyz are both are all literals. Last one, x comma y comma z, are punctual. So I hope you understood this chapter. We'll be continuing with the part 2 later. So I hope you understood this part 1. If you have any doubts, please write in the comments below. Thank you, and please have a wonderful day. This is Arthi Krishnaraj signing out. It's caught in the crossfire.